Hi, ladies. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Good to see you all. Apologies for Tamara. She had to go to a mandatory meeting today at work.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll be on later on.
Okay.
And who else? Uh that's about it. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard anything else from anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining our team session tonight. We continue to work on solutions for our customers, focusing tonight on makeup and skincare. If you are watching this on replay, thank you so much for watching. We hope that you will be inspired to ignite your potential. Welcome again. Avon's mission is to grow and support a diverse community of beauty lovers who share what they love most and help them shine with confidence. So, our icebreaker questions tonight,
Uh-oh.
ladies.
Okay.
This or that again.
Mm-hmm.
First one is beach or pool.
Pool at the beach.
Okay.
That is true.
Because I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be in the water with no fish. So I want to sit on the edge of the beach and just run in there when I'm hot. But in the
Yeah.
pool, I get in the pool. So I'd
Okay.
rather beat the pool by the beach.
Yes.
Coffee, coffee is me. I
No,
need to
no,
drink
hold on.
tea.
We don't reach that yet. We all have to answer pool
Okay.
or beach.
Mhm. Mhm.
um, pool.
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 Yeah, pool for me. I should have had hot tub. If there's a hot tub,
Mm.
I'm gonna be in
Mm.
the hot tub.
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Okay.
and the next up from that would be the pool. Uh,
Mhm.
beach is not quite my thing. I mean,
No.
I'll
Mm-hmm.
go, but I'm not really not fussed about it.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Um, all right, so that was that. Coffee or tea?
I do coffee.
Yeah, coffee for me
Mhm.
too.
Mhm. Mhm.
I would say coffee,
Hmm.
but I have to give up drinking so much coffee. So now
Really?
I'm doing tea, so I have to say coffee.
I like that.
I'm mm-mm.
Because you only give it up because you had to.
Right. I'm down to 2 cups
Mm.
a week.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
So
wow.
I've been doing tea.
Hmm.
I've been doing tea in the mornings.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
I would take coffee to work every morning.
Mhm.
Wow.
And then
Hmm.
sometime
No,
before I go to bed, I need a cup of coffee.
no,
Mm.
I would only have one cup if I have it, and it's not every day. I just like the taste of it, but
Hmm.
it's not every day. Like I haven't had any today or yesterday.
Right.
I don't drink it
Mm.
every day. Mm-mm.
Mhm.
But I
Yeah.
just like it sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I drink coffee every day, but
Mm.
it's only 1 cup. And
Mhm.
I don't buy it from the street.
Mhm.
I don't do like those stores and so on.
Right.
I
Right.
don't do those because
Right.
I'm really they taste good and I don't know
Right.
what's in them.
Right.
So
Everything.
unless I'm like traveling,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
I can't help it,
Mhm.
we make the coffee at home and
Right.
Okay.
then I take that to work and have that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
I make
that's
it at home.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I always brought mine to work with me, or I would just leave the instant coffee at work, and then I bring my creamer in. But
Mm,
no, it costs too much to be drinking it out, and then when they got all those flavors and that
yeah.
what is that whipped cream and all that, I'm like, that's
Hmm.
not coffee. I don't know what that is.
I
Uh
know.
huh.
That's too much.
Yep, yep.
It's too
And
much.
they put all these sugar substitute
Yeah.
in. I mean, they
Mm-hmm.
put some addictive things in there. I mean, people
Right.
are addicted to those
Right.
things, man. People
Right.
can't. People. I have some people who can't live without
Mm-hmm.
going to these stores.
Right.
Mm,
Right. Yeah,
no.
that's too much. When you add
Yeah,
that
and
up
they
for the
cost
week,
a lot.
yes.
My
Mm-hmm.
goodness.
Yep.
So I'm not into that.
No.
Now, would you rather lose your phone or lose your house key?
Now I'd
My
rather
house
lose my
keys.
phone.
Mm?
I don't know. I may rather lose my phone because when we had that blackout out here and I couldn't get in my house, that was
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah.
So, mm, mm,
Mm.
My house keys.
mm.
I would
Yeah.
rather, because there's enough people in the house with keys. So I just went 2 weeks without my keys. I'm like, where are my keys? My
Really?
Mm.
grand my grandson had them. He opened the door and put them in his pocket. I'm tearing the house up.
Mhm.
Oh, I
Mm.
forgot to give them back to you. They in my pocket.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He
Hey,
may be.
Cheryl. Good to see you.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. How are ya?
Hi, Sharon. Good in
Hello.
yourself. How you doing?
I'm
So
okay, good.
good to hear you, my dear. So we're on the icebreaker question. It's this or that. So the one that we're on now is, would you rather lose your phone or lose your house key? So
Ooh.
so for me it would be house key because I can make another copy of the house key. If I lose my phone, I mean, I'm just like,
I'm lost.
yeah,
That
there's too
makes sense,
much.
though. That
Too
makes sense. And
much.
then
Yeah,
I
you
gave my
right.
son. That makes sense. I would change mine to house key because I can call my son and tell him he need to come up here and bring the key with him.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's right. Yeah, I would say
Mm-hmm.
house keys too, because my
Yeah.
neighbor has my house keys, and she right across the hall.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
And you got to give
Um,
it to somebody.
so the final one is far away or haiku. Which
I
one?
like the valley
Oh,
far away.
For me, haiku.
For me, valley, especially the valley.
Valley.
yeah. I'm gonna
That
say
far away
haiku.
valley.
I'm gonna say haiku for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say haiku for me too.
Mhm.
So, yeah,
Anyone. Any one of the haikus.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say haiku.
No, I
Uh,
don't like the blue.
but
The
but
pink,
I'm telling
green.
you out there though, the far away, oh my God. When you
Mm-hmm.
see some people that come and they smell that far away and they're just like transported and they're just
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
like and they can't walk
Mm-hmm.
away from it because it's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that
So,
valley. Yeah, the valley far away.
Yeah.
yeah. It's the original one that most people like
Mm-hmm.
to, you
Yeah.
know. So it's
The far
interesting.
away, the original gold bottle, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So what are we celebrating tonight? Let's celebrate some small wins, small or big. I mean, you could have, won the lottery. I mean, come on. We can celebrate that, or, we can just celebrate that you are retired and enjoying the good life,
Well, I got
whatever it
two.
is.
Now move. I'm
I
on the
got three new
Zoom.
customers.
What?
I got three
Oh,
new customers.
excellent.
Oh
That's
my
good.
God.
Yeah, one today when I went to drop some stuff off to my job. You hear me, my job. And then two ladies in my
Oh, man.
exercise class. One of them, the stuff she wanted, I gave it to her, but her sister, I'm putting an order in for her sister.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting two new customer orders in.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Excellent.
So I got
That's
three.
good.
I
Congrats.
had three.
Congrats.
Congrats
Mm-hmm.
to
Mhm.
that. That's amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you.
That's good. Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
good. All right, Cheryl, what
Yeah.
you celebrating? What you
What am I celebrating? don't know. Well, I don't have
Huh?
any small wins or big wins, but I guess I'm just celebrating life, and I'm happy to
Yeah.
be
Amen.
here. I'm glad
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
everything is working on my body, so I'm glad to
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Amen.
That's true.
Yeah.
Amen.
That's
Yes.
so
Yes.
true.
That's a lot to celebrate, my love. That's a lot.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm celebrating two things. Well, I went on my cruise, my first ever cruise,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mhm.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
I think everybody should go on a cruise.
I did.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody should go on a cruise. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
plan one for next year
Mm-hmm.
and invite you all to come along because
Okay.
I'm
5 days
telling you.
only.
Oh,
What?
5 days only.
5 day?
that's
No,
enough on the sea.
well, I tell you what. When you
Mm-hmm.
5 days, I haven't gone on 7 days. Hi, Miss Brown. Woo!
Hi.
Good to
Hey.
see
Hi.
Hi, Miss
you.
Brown.
When I went on 7 days,
That's too
and I
long.
said to myself, there's no way I can do 5 days.
But
7 days it was
I
just
can't.
enough
Enough.
I can't.
because 2 days you at sea essentially, because remember now we're leaving from Jersey here, and there is
Mm-hmm.
nothing from between Jersey and Florida, so it's straight up to Florida,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then from Florida to the Bahamas. And so
Mm-hmm.
there is a stop in Florida, and then there were two, but with this particular cruise, and then um two stops in the Bahamas. What happens is with like a 5 day cruise leaving from here,
Mm-hmm.
you're really you can only do one stop. It'll only be one stop. So it's 2 days or a day and a half from here to Florida to wherever, Bahamas, and then back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you're gonna enjoy it so much that you're gonna be saying, darn, it should be longer. And
So when you stop, how long did you stay?
well, when we stopped in Florida, Florida stop was like from 11 to 4:30 or so.
See, I don't like that.
Why?
I did that, and everywhere we went to Ocho Rios, everywhere we went, we was only there for those times. And by the time, and you got to get back early because you got to check in, as if you're getting on the plane again. So it took so
Well,
long for us to get off and on the plane that we really didn't have any time, like in the Cayman Islands. I didn't want to leave. I wanted to stay. But it
yeah,
was time for
no,
us to
but
go
it's
back.
not. Yeah, but how long ago was that?
Oh, 2016.
Yeah. What happened was when we went to Florida, our thing was because Royal Caribbean is really, we went on Royal Caribbean. They're
Mm-hmm.
really good with getting you on and off that ship
Mm-hmm.
in like
Mm-hmm.
no time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were off it in a good time. And I mean, we
Mm-hmm.
took our time too because we got up and we had breakfast and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So we weren't really, pressing
Right.
for.
Mm-hmm.
So but then when we went to the Bahamas, we got there like for 9 o'clock, 8:39, and we were there until 5 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a longer day. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
too is, I think also what they try to avoid is for you to be on the island like nightfall,
Yes.
you
That's what
know,
I'm talking about. Mm-hmm.
because you really don't want to be doing that. You want to be back on the ship in in
Mm-hmm.
in the daytime. So,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they try to avoid too.
Mm-hmm.
So they
Mm-hmm.
make it so that you come back within, in the daylight because it can
Mhm.
be
I
tricky.
know it could be hectic, yeah. They
Yeah.
have one leaving out of here in New Jersey. I think it's in May or something. And they're
Mhm.
gonna stop in the Bahamas. I think they're gonna do like 2 days there. But they got to get
Okay.
back on the ship. But they're gonna be there like 2 days. And I tried to do that one, but it's like couldn't get no rooms and nobody could help you, figure it out. But I wanted to do that because they was gonna actually be in the Bahamas for 2 days.
Yeah, I saw one like that, but they were gonna be there for 3 days. That was three
It could have
days.
been 3.
Yeah,
That
and so
sounds
that
good.
was good. So we're looking
Hmm.
at that for July. That's the one that we're looking at too for
For this
July
year.
next year.
Okay, that let me know about that one. I'll
Hmm.
do that one, and that way
Hmm.
I'm off for 3 days, and I don't mind being on the ship for 7.
Yeah. So you're
Hmm.
you're there and back. You mean you're
Hmm.
back on the ship in the night, but you can go, and do
Right,
whatever not for any whatever time. So
right. That
it
sounds
was it
good.
was really, really good. So I
That sounds
enjoyed
good.
that. Sorry to
Hmm.
take up so much of the meeting time with that, but it was really good, really
Okay.
worth going.
Right.
And then also my other win is that I also have a new customer.
Okay.
And this was somebody that I met in
Mm-hmm.
a Facebook group for the
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
cruise, and we
Oh
became
wow.
friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then she say, she wanna support. And so, I sent her my thing and she placed a $66 order.
Good.
So
Good.
that was good. So,
Mm-hmm. That was
sometimes you just
good.
never know,
Mm-hmm.
what
Right.
what
Mm-hmm.
might
Mm-hmm.
what might happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, Miss Brown, what are you celebrating? You're coming on the cruise next year too?
No, ma'am.
Oh, she don't do the
Mm-hmm.
boats?
What you celebrating? How is your foot? Yeah?
Still in the boot.
You still wearing the boots? Okay.
Just took it off.
Oh, they took it off.
No, I took it off. I wear it every day, but I can take it off.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. But it's getting better?
No,
Uh-oh.
it's still swollen.
Mm.
Oh. You going to work?
No, I don't
Mm.
go back to either September, October.
Okay.
I
So
can't
what
get
Mm.
they
I
doing?
can't get off on a school bus with this boot like this. I can't.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm listening to what my doctor say. Once they let me know how much longer, then I got to go to physical therapy.
Okay. Got it.
But it's
Um,
hard.
mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, Tamara is with us and home. That's good.
Mm. Hey Tim.
Miss
Hey, Tam.
Angie, I
Hey,
meant to call you
Hey.
yesterday too. That wasn't the right one.
Who are you talking to?
You,
Miss Tamara?
Angie,
Me?
you.
Oh, what wasn't the right one?
The perfume, she want the escape in the bottle with the top. So I have to go to the store see they got any.
Really?
That wasn't that. It's the I guess the bottle, how the bottle was made. That's how which one she wanted. She didn't want that one. She literally said, "Auntie, this is not the right." I said, "Hold on to it. I'll check into it for you."
No, but that doesn't make any sense because Faraway Escape is a new fragrance. So
She ordered that when it first came out.
but that was what it was like. Anyway, I
It
guess,
wasn't that small. It was a big bottle.
well,
Not not the new,
let her
not the
show
front.
you. Don't go spending any more
I'm
money.
not spending no money.
Let her show you what she wants. If she has a picture of it, let her show you that. Don't let her
Mm-mm, no, that's
be,
not the
yeah,
one.
because
No.
that don't make any sense. Right, Tamara? Faraway Escape just came out, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Last year or whatnot.
Last
yeah.
year, but it was in the bottle. It wasn't in that little small thing.
Yes,
It's
it
the same
was.
It's the
bottle.
same
No, no, it's
bottle.
not. It's like that one you can put in your wallet or your pocketbook to carry. She want the bottle. Okay, hold on. Oh, oh, oh,
No,
oh.
no, but what you bought was the set. It came with the full
Bottle.
size.
Okay, say for instance, this the escape bottle. She
I
wanted
know.
the same bottle like this, the one that she had. But
Yeah, but
the one that ordered for her, that was the one she wanted.
no, but you were supposed to have ordered the set. There was a set
See,
that was
that's not what she wanted. The set was small.
okay. Okay, well, unless it's something that I'm not aware of. That's interesting. This is something that I'm not aware of. I really shouldn't
Mm.
be,
This is the
um,
set. This is not what she
yes,
wanted. It got
yeah.
the little
Oh,
purple
it
bottle.
probably it doesn't come with the big bottle.
Huh?
It doesn't come with the regular size bottle in there.
Not in the Avon book, not in the Avon book. It was this. This is not what she had wanted. I said it's the same thing, but she said no, she want the other one. So I said, whatever. So I told her I'll find out if they got it or not.
But that's how the box looks. So I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So anybody else have anything that they want to, what they're celebrating? We're doing small wins. Okay.
Oh. Mm.
So we're gonna move on.
Okay.
So last time when we had our meeting, we talked about answering customers' questions, and how we would deal with some of the things that they come to us with. So we kind of role played and shared ideas as to how we would handle them. So one of the things we dealt with was how can I would like to find a suitable fragrance for me, tell me how what help me know what to do. And so some of the responses that we got was to share with them the most popular fragrances, let them sample scents, ask them what they like, do you like something that is strong or not, and sample the fragrance on their body to see how their body chemistry reacts with it. And we were encouraged to get to know the range of fragrances that are in our portfolio, and to also not be afraid to share
Mhm.
the higher price point fragrances. So we answered that, and we also dealt with stock. No, we didn't do, oh, the prices. So the prices that, some of the prices are going up. And so, we shared how best to answer that question. So tonight we thought that we would continue in the same vein, and to share how we would respond. And this is because at the end of our discussion last week, Miss did point us to the question of how do I respond to a customer who is asking me about makeup. And so tonight we're going to be dealing with makeup, but we can't deal with makeup without dealing with skincare, because
Mhm.
skincare is the first line of makeup. If you're not using good skincare, then you really should not be using makeup, because otherwise you'll have all kind of breakouts and so on. So, that is what we're going into now. So Tamra is going to lead off with this. Uh, you rather not? I mean, it's fine. I mean,
No, no, I'm good. I'm good.
you're good.
Yeah. All right. As Angeline said, the base for our makeup is skincare. So that includes cleansing, moisturizing. And then some people do the eyes. Not everybody does
Mhm.
eyes as far as, moisturizers for the eyes. But the main thing is cleansing and
No, stop, 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 stop. So remember what we did last week, hear me, last
uh,
year. We asked them first to tell us how they would respond, and then so don't go into the training as yet. We want to hear how they
oh,
would
you also
answer
you
the
want them to
question.
answer the question. Okay.
Yes, to
Okay.
answer the question, then you can go into the training part of
Oh,
it.
okay then. All right. So the first step help me select the right makeup. So you have someone who comes to you and says that they are looking for, something to cover or something. What do we have? What do you have in your makeup collection? Do we know what we have in our makeup collection? How would you answer that question?
Well, me, I don't sell
Who's that?
makeup.
Okay,
I let
G.
Jean. I just let people know that I have samples and I can show them, or I let them know where to go on the website where they can kind of pick colors that's suitable for them, because I don't sell makeup, so I don't know too much about it. So what I did, but I do have some samples, so I bring those in and then I let them, use the sample and like put it on their hand to see what color, you know,
Mm-hmm.
is closest to their skin. And then they'll put it on
Mm-hmm.
their hand and then they'll put it up to their face to see if they like it. And some
Okay.
of them actually put it on their face and like rub it in to see
Mm-hmm.
how it is. So I try to have samples for them because I'm not good in saying, that's because like I'm brown, people think I need a dark. No, I don't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You have to see what it looked like because you can't return that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I try
All
to
right.
do mine that way.
All right.
Well,
Good. Samples is a good way. Um,
Mhm.
okay, well, with me, I makeup, I don't sell it. I don't sell makeup. But if one of my customers would ask, I would try to my best to tell her, well, I have a book. You can look through the book and try to match it to your skin complexion.
mm-hmm.
But I don't have no samples, so I don't know.
Okay,
But you
let's
know what?
pause to welcome Miss Judy. Welcome, Judy.
Thank you.
Hi,
I don't
Have
Julie.
you?
it
I
was
don't mean
terrible trying to get on.
Mm, yeah.
I
I
I
don't
could
mean to cut Janice. Oh,
I'm sorry.
We're glad you were able to get on, Miss Judy. Glad. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, refer them to the book, Match to Skin Complexion. Okay. Good good input, Miss Brown. Because if we have the book, and that's always good that we travel with our books, because the books do highlight the various shades that we have. So if that's a good way if we don't have samples. Anyone else?
I try to get people to try to go online and pick the shade and then use their
Mm.
camera to
Yes.
so they can see the color that's on
Good,
them,
you're
because I
right.
do the lipsticks like that. It's not perfect, but
Mm-hmm.
it do give you an idea of
Yeah.
what it'll look like on you. So a lot of people don't want to go online, but I say you can go online to try lipsticks because we can't, or makeup because they don't have samples of some of this stuff.
Yeah, that's
Right.
thanks for reminding us about that. They do have the match on the
Mm-hmm.
app, on the online app. So for those people who
Mm-hmm.
would like to go online, right then and
Mm-hmm.
there, they log in. Everyone has a camera on their phones. That's another
Mm-hmm.
way. And they
Mm-hmm.
can pick the different shades that they believe are closest to them. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
it also depends on lighting, because lighting can sometimes obscure the colors,
Mm-hmm.
but you will most likely get something that is closest to you,
Right.
or to their matches. So that's a very good input as well, Jeannie. Anyone
Mm-hmm.
else?
I do. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. I'm on the phone. Okay, this is me. This is Cheryl. I just had to come to another room because my husband came in with the dog. Oh, when I was selling, I was selling makeup. I was selling makeup, and to quite a few of my customers. And what I would tell them when they would, well, a lot of them knew what they wanted, but when some of them would ask me, I would ask them what they were looking for,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
what I would say that because so far as with myself, what I would order for myself for the day, like I just wanted a concealer. I just wanted something with the even tone, not just the foundation finish. So I said
Mm-hmm.
you could put that on and just smooth out things, or if you're trying to get rid of some blemishes or some dark spots, you don't even have to put it on heavy, and
Mm-hmm.
then that would be good for them. Then I said, also, what are you trying to do with your look? Because again, I always, because I don't wear a lot of makeup, but I let them know you might not want your day look to look like your night look. Like when they were asking about glimmer sticks and eyeshadows, you might want to kind of do like a, no matter what color you are, I mean, you know, light or dark, you might want more of a, just a neutral shade for work. Then maybe you want to play with some colors with the eyes when you were going out.
Very good, Cheryl. Very good. Those are very key, two very key points that you need. What are you looking for? Because remember, makeup is a whole line of different things. So what are you looking for? And how are
Because
you
some of them don't have time, they said, to do that whole makeup thing in the morning. It was like, I was like, well, I think you should just, you don't have to do foundation. The concealer, because I said, I use that myself. I may do, because like with me, I'll do concealer and I'll do some mascara on the eyes.
And I'm glad that Jeannie also spoke about lipstick, because I think a lot of times we think when somebody says makeup, we go straight to foundations or concealer. Makeup can be just eyeliner. Makeup could be lip liner. Makeup can be mascara. So just remember, if somebody is asking you about makeup, you try to narrow it down to what exactly they're looking for. Because one thing I'm going to tell you, you know, when it comes on to makeup, if somebody wears something that they like, they don't necessarily, it's very hard to get a woman to change their makeup. You know, so you know, once they have it, they have it. So narrow it down to find out what exactly they're looking for. So anyone else before we move on?
Well, I'm gonna go with Cheryl and try to find me a concealer now, because I don't wear that, but I don't do foundation. But I may try some concealer just to, because I wear mascara all the time. But I never thought about a concealer.
Yeah. And concealer is the, like, nowadays concealer is the only thing that I wear to work now.
Really?
Just a concealer, yeah. And
Oh.
if I'm going out in the evening, then I will put some foundation on top of it. And the thing with the concealer is it's so light, but so effective, and you can build upon, you can put on, you know, a couple of layers of the concealer
Yes,
without
that's
your
what I like
skin
about it.
feeling, you know, cakey and or so on. So it's really good.
Oh.
And the one that we have now is really good, really good. And they have
Um,
so many different shades, you know, that you're
Right.
bound to find something for yourself. So yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna find me one.
Mhm.
Me
Yeah.
one too.
Yeah, they're
Um,
good. I like them.
yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to bail. I have this headache coming on from my neck.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to catch you the next time.
Okay,
Okay?
Judy, feel better,
Feel
okay?
better.
Okay.
Feel
All
better.
Thank
right.
you. Okay.
Time,
Bye-bye.
please.
All right. Judy,
Okay.
what's the exact date for your anniversary again? I think
The
I
8th.
No, it was the 12th.
The 12th,
April
sorry.
April
April
12th?
12th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we
No,
weren't
just
too
wait.
bad then. We
No,
did put it
you
up on
weren't.
Sunday.
No.
You were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
All
Okay.
Okay.
right.
You're
You're
welcome. Happy
welcome. Feel better.
anniversary.
Thank you.
Avon anniversary. All
Thank
right.
you.
Take
Happy
care,
anniversary.
Judy.
Thank you.
Let
Bye-bye.
me know how you're feeling.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right, Tam.
Okay, so
Okay.
all those are very, very good and informative points that everybody brought up. So samples, the book, refer them to the online try app. Ask what they're looking for, because remember, as we said, makeup is a whole list of different
Oh,
things. And what look are they trying to go for? That would be the next thing. What look are you trying to go for?
okay. Well, give me a
Now,
pen.
yeah, now once you have, you know, gotten them to start talking about their makeup and what they're looking for, before they actually go into the makeup, we have to talk about the base.
Okay.
As Angeline mentioned before, you have to target what is their, what is your skincare regimen. Because if someone comes to you looking for makeup, and most of the times people come through looking for makeup, and you can look at their skin and you can determine whether or not you know you could sell them makeup right away. Because sometimes they really need, people might come. I remember being at the store and people coming in and they're looking to cover up. But we usually do not recommend a cover up if we see someone that has really bad skin. The first thing we usually do is to recommend a treatment for the skin before we move into the makeup regimen, before we move into makeup. So as Avon representatives or as consultants, I would start there. Don't just sell someone makeup because you want to sell them makeup, because I guarantee you they're not going to like the makeup, how it sits on their face, because of all the other things, all the other underlining problems that they have or issues that they have. So the first thing that we need to do is treat the skin. So you ask them, tell me a little bit about your skin. Tell me a little bit about what your skincare regimen looks like. Most of the times, if their skin is, not on par, they will tell you they don't have one. That's a good opportunity to, refer to them some of our skincare regimens. We have things for blemishes. We have things for acne. We have things for, fine lines. We have things for, if somebody might say that they have, every now and then they have pimples that pop up, then, we could go in and see what they have, so that's the first thing. What is your skincare regimen? And if someone says, what are some of the things that someone might say when you ask them, when you say, tell me a little bit about what your skincare regimen is? What do you think they may ask you when you say to them, oh, skincare regimen? What is your skincare regimen? What are some of the things that they might ask you?
A good face
What is
wash.
that?
Exactly. Exactly. The first question they might, what is that? What is a
What
skincare
is that?
regimen? That's the first question that someone, what is a skincare
Mhm.
regimen? And as consultants, we have to know what that means. A skincare regimen is how we treat the skin. What do we do? How do we wash? How do we moisturize? Not wash, but cleanse. How do we cleanse? And how do we moisturize? So, that's what you say. So, okay, skincare regimen is basically, how do you cleanse your face? How do you treat the skin? What do you do to the base of your skin before you usually apply makeup? Someone might say, I don't do any, I wash with, water. Some might say, oh, I use my soap. They might give you various answers to that. And then that's where you as a consultant come in. Yeah, you might not want to use the same body wash that you use on your bodies to put on your face, because you're going to tell them now. You have to remember those things, they have perfumes, fragrance and stuff, and you might not want to put that on your face. That could be a contributory factor to why you have blemishes, so we have to talk intelligently about these things now, so here, is the opportunity for you to insert into their daily routine a skincare regimen. So you look at the skin, you ask, what are some of the issues that you have with your skin? And then they could tell you, and then you could make recommendations as far as what we have in the Avon catalog for cleansing and for moisturizing. So you're trying to find out from them what kind of skin, what are the main issues they have. Do they have oily skin? Things like that. Some people might say they don't know. If most people who say they don't know, most of those people, they have normal to dry skin. So if
Mm-hmm.
they don't know, it's usually normal to oily skin. Sorry, normal to oily skin, not normal to dry. Most of those people have normal to oily skin. So then you will go looking in that direction, as far as skincare, cleansers and moisturizers go. So that's another thing that we have to be knowledgeable about. So it's always good to have your brochures with you, because I know we're not going to
Mm-hmm.
remember everything. So it's always good to have at least one brochure. It doesn't matter if it's a new brochure or it's an old brochure, because all the skincare information that's in there is usually the same skincare information, unless there's a new product that came out. But always have the information with you. I know a couple, Angeline has a strategy where she has combined, I think, all the skincare, the different skincares that we have in the different categories. That's another thing
Mm-hmm.
that we can do. And, to not have the brochure, but to just have, okay, this is my skincare go to, and you flip through to
Mm-hmm.
see what is it that you can recommend to these customers. Any other thing that someone might say to you, or someone might ask, as before we get into the makeup?
Well, people have asked me, what do you use?
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
What
yes,
do you use?
that.
They ask me,
Mm.
they ask me,
Mm-hmm.
what do you use? So I would tell them
Oh,
what I
yeah.
actually use.
Yep.
Angela.
Yep. That's one of the another major thing that is it. What do you use?
What do
Because
you
Mm-hmm.
use?
again, a lot of people will look at you and they'll be like, okay, you might be using something that can work for me too. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Right.
And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it does, and sometimes it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. So based on the answers that they've given you, then you can,
Mm-hmm.
recommend something exactly as your regimen, or something with an addition to
Mhm.
what you are using as well, because everybody's skin, type and
It's
texture and all
different.
Right.
that is a little bit different. But that's
Mhm.
another question that they will ask. I know I used to get
Mm,
that question a lot. What do
Mhm.
you use?
Mhm.
And
right.
sometimes when I say to them, oh, I don't wear makeup, they look at me, like, what?
Mm-hmm.
How can you be selling makeup and you don't wear makeup?
Mm-hmm.
Foundation, not all the time, but I love my mascaras and my eyeliners, so
Right.
Mhm.
everybody, like I said, is different. Anything
Right.
to add, Angeline, before we go into, you know,
Yeah. I
makeup?
just want to say for the skincare, the way I seek to remember
Mm-hmm.
what to say, just keep it simple. There are three steps, and Avon, these are the three steps that Avon highlights as well. We cleanse, we treat, and we moisturize. Tamara has said them before. And we just remember cleansing, it means a good face wash. And as Tamara says, to know your skin type, to know
Mm-hmm.
what because sometimes we have all different. Sometimes people are like, why do we have so
Mm-hmm.
many face wash? Why do we need to have so many cleansers? That's because people have different types of skin.
Right.
Some people's skin are sensitive. They can't
Mm-hmm.
use anything with any kind of
Mm-hmm.
dye, any kind of perfume. And so that is why we have so many for all different types, skin type. And so we have the foam, we have the moisturizing cleanser, we have,
Mm-hmm.
we have based cleansers, we have so many different cleansers because if someone has oily skin, you don't want to be giving them an oil-based cleanser. You want to be giving them something that will help to minimize the oil. And
Right.
so the cleansing is crucial. And sometimes people say to me, "Oh, I have a great example to give you girls." The other day, a customer of mine, she came to me and she was like, she's a skincare customer, and she used the ultimate, and she was like, "Look here, I think I'm getting some wrinkles here. What do you have for wrinkles?" And she's showing me, um and then she's like, "Do you have any samples?" And so I said to her, um but you're not supposed to be having wrinkles. washing? She's like, well, I need to start washing in the nights. And she's like, then washing is so important. I'm like, yes. And I'm like, you have the moisturizers. You've got to use them. And the
Right.
night one is the most crucial one that you gotta you can lather your face with as much moisturizers as you can because you're going to your bed.
Yeah.
So you gotta use it.
Right.
And she's like, okay, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna be more consistent. I'm gonna do it. And then she never comes back to me because she started using them.
Using them, yeah.
Right.
It's not that she didn't even have the products. She had them, but she was just not using them. And she was not washing her face in the night. Was not washing her face. And so I said to her, do you want the wipes? Because she used the Rice Water Bright face wash. So I'm like, if you get the wipes, they are just as good as the wash. So she said, no, I'm good. I'm going to use it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Because of course, now she's scared. She doesn't want to get wrinkles.
Yeah.
So that was very, very instructive for me. And so the cleansing is crucial. No matter what people say, I'm like, if you're not using a good cleanser, everything else can just go
It
out the
defeats the
window.
purpose. Yes.
Yes, you have
Because you're
to
basically putting treating and moisturizing
Right.
dirty
on a
skin,
dirty skin.
dirty skin.
Yes. Because you may wash your face with, as Tamara said, your shower gel and your bath shower, bar, but it's not cleansing. It's just adding more stuff to your
Right.
face because it's not. And so the treatment now is what it comes on with the oh my God.
And if wrinkles or fine lines or
Fine lines, yes,
spots or
and
discoloration.
Right.
yes, and so on. No, I'm looking for the
Age spots.
no, I'm
Yeah.
looking for the word serum. I'm looking for
Yeah.
serum.
Serum.
Serums
I
are
use the
a
serum.
big part of treatment. And then, of course, you have your moisturize. Just remember those three things: cleanse, treat, moisturize.
Moisturize.
And even if you can't remember what comes into the treatment, just say if you have any issues, you got to treat them. And then we have
Right.
products for everything.
Yeah.
But you remember the cleansing, treatment, and the moisturizing. The three things for in skincare that is crucial.
Yeah.
And yeah. And then we go to the makeup.
The makeup.
Okay.
Yeah. And so with the makeup now, as Tamara broke down already, you have the face with and after the cleansing, the cleansing, the toning, especially for people who wear makeup or not,
Yeah.
the toner is crucial.
Yes.
Crucial.
Really very crucial for you to use. When you use a toner on your skin, sometimes you don't even need a makeup. Need any makeup because the
Because I
toner
don't use
does
the
that
makeup. I just use
finishing
a toner and I'm
for
good.
your
Yeah.
skin. It's really very crucial. And we have all of those products, and so you cleanse, and of course you have the lips, the face, the eyes that we focus on, and we went through all of them already, and nobody has to wear a full face of makeup. Nobody has to wear a full face of makeup. And as we say, the concealer, and also we have a product that is called the Face Perfector. This is something that is I'm never out of it. The Face Perfector is a product that I was wondering where Miss Brown was. A product that it's colorless
Oh
and it
wow.
leaves your skin
Like a
matted. It
matted
just,
finish.
yes,
Yeah.
leaves your skin with a
It's
nice finish
Finish. Yeah.
without
face
without it being, it's not makeup, it's not color. You can just put your hand on it and nothing comes off on you. It's colorless. And you just put that on your, if somebody says, oh, my face, and if, especially for people with oily skin, and you just want your skin to be just matted and look good without having wearing makeup, you wear that. I'm sorry, Tamara, you were saying? You
Is
were
that
saying
the primer?
No, I would.
No,
no, Miss. I think it was Miss Barbara that was making a comment.
Okay.
Oh no, I was saying I was looking for the face perfector in the book.
Okay.
So I could try it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom swears by that face she cannot be out of her face perfector because that's doesn't wear makeup. She wears, she does the skincare regimen and then she tops it off with her face perfector.
Yes.
And that gives you just a nice mattified, so it kind of, hides if you have blemishes or fine lines or anything like that. So some people might use it as a base where they put their makeup on, but this you can just use it and just wear it just like that. So after you put your toner on,
it's like a concealer.
It's not a concealer. It's just like I would say it's between like a moisturizer and colorless kind of.
So this is what it looks like, Miss Barbara.
I got it.
You got
Page
it?
21 in the
I found it.
Yeah.
Page 21.
Yeah.
So it's like it gives you like a sheer coverage, but it's it's white. It's white, but when you put it on, it just blends with any skin color.
Absolutely.
It's just like yeah. And it has this kind of smooth, silky finish.
Yes.
Even when you put it in it has this smooth, silky, like a powdery finish.
Feels so good.
Yes. Just feels good. Yeah.
Yes.
I ordered me one.
Yes.
I'm gonna try it.
You will not. And the thing is also, you can use it before makeup or after makeup.
Yes.
It's just like, I hope Avon never stops with this product.
Yeah, they can.
And they used to have it with SPF. They no longer as the SPF. And whereas some people may complain about it, I feel like it's even better now because it just feels so much cleaner. And if it doesn't have the SPF, it means it has less products in it as well.
Yes. And then with the SPF as well, something that I realized with SPF too, things that has SPF in it, they expire a lot. They have a
expiration date.
They have an expiration date. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is something, that we can recommend for customers who are not looking for full coverage, or they just want a day look that that looks as natural as possible. This is something that we can recommend for customers. Now, this is something that we can recommend for customers who might be, those customers who come to you and are like, I need makeup, I need cover up for all these blemishes and stuff so this is probably a stepping stone for those people, because it's going to give them, after they've cleansed, after they've treated, after they've moisturized, this will give them that mattifying, clean look to start off with. So this is something that you can recommend to customers who are, talking about makeup, but you clearly know that they're not ready for that heavy makeup. So you recommend and say, try this product. This is something that will, help to get your skin ready. It will give you a flawless, mattified look. It will help to hide some of the blemishes that you already have, to cover up if you have fine lines or anything like that. So try this product, and I guarantee you, they try it, they will love it. And it's only $13.99. Only 13, and you don't need a lot. You squeeze a little, and you kind of, tap it into your skin.
Right.
It's 10. This book is
think
only
it might
10.
be in campaign. What campaign is it for $10.99?
I'm on live.
It's on The new campaign 9.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's
Mhm.
I think I might be
1049.
looking
Mhm.
yeah, I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
in campaign 10. Yeah.
Yeah, in
Okay,
this
yeah.
campaign, the makeup
It's all on sale.
And
is on
it's
special.
on
Yeah.
sale, yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Would you use that with the concealer?
you
Yes,
may.
you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Definitely you
You can.
can.
You can.
Definitely.
Okay.
You can.
Definitely.
You
And
can.
which
Um,
and you put either one on first. It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter which one you put on first. And you can use as little or as much
Much.
as you
Okay.
want.
Yes.
I mean, it's
That's true, yeah.
yeah, it just depends on the amount of coverage that you'd want.
Okay.
As with anything else that you use,
Mhm.
you can use as little or as much as you
Because
want. The thing,
one of the things that a lot of the makeup do have is you
Mhm,
have medium. A lot of I think, what do you call it now? I can't remember what they call them. I think they call them studio makeup. A lot of studio makeup are a lot heavy, but
mhm,
Mhm.
regular makeups, they're more medium to full coverage, which
Okay.
means that you can build upon them. So
yes,
if you
Okay.
put it on and you feel like you need some more, then you can always
yes,
build upon the makeup. And a
Okay.
lot of the Avon makeups are medium to full coverage, which means
yes,
people who don't want to look overly made up, they can still wear
Mm-hmm.
the same makeup as someone who wants to be fully covered, because
absolutely.
Okay.
you can build on top of the makeup to make it as much as you want, or you use as less, makeup as
Yes,
you
Okay.
want. So
yes, absolutely.
yeah.
That was really good. That was really good. So,
Mhm.
I want to show you all something. How do I get back to? Okay, let me stop sharing. I want to show you online. Did Miss Brown come back on? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to show you online also how you can answer the question, especially as it pertains to skincare, with your customers if they're asking you about skincare. Because can you see my website?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, if you go, so you go shop and you go down to skincare, and if you go across, you'll see shop by concerns. And then you have all of these concerns, these issues, these problems, skincare problems that people may have. Their blemishes, dark spot and pigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles, lifting and firming, and so on and so forth. And you can click on them, fine lines and wrinkles. Somebody says that, boy, I'm having wrinkles, and this now shows you all of the options of the products that they can use if they're having fine line and wrinkles. And so this is also a way that you can narrow down and to help your customer to decide what
Mhm.
they may want. And then you may
Mhm.
come and you're like, oh, okay, I've heard them talk about the ultimate. And so, you could then select, one of them. And so if you look at the ultimate, for example, this is one of our number one bestseller, and
Mhm.
underneath it, there's product what they call product snapshot, which is
Mhm.
more information about this particular product that you can lift and share with your customers. And so that is also a way that you can get information that you can absolutely share with your customers for to solve their skincare issues. And let me see what option they may give for makeup.
Mhm.
Under makeup, of course, they have the virtual try on thing, but they break it down eye, lip, and so on, that you can use this as a tool for you
Mhm.
to be sharing with your customers. I have two other small things that I want to mention. I just want to know if anybody has any questions or comments over what we have covered before, particularly with regards to skincare and makeup. Any questions or comments?
No.
Thank you
No,
very
we
much.
good?
Yeah.
We good? Okay. So I want to mention two things. And the first thing is that we are almost in May, and May means Mother's Day. So our next meeting is going to be after Mother's Day, I think. Mother's Day is going to be the 11th, I believe. It's the second Sunday. And
Mm-hmm.
so our next meeting is going to be the 19th. So that's going to be after, right? So I just want to encourage you. You want to say something, Miss Barbara? Oh, yeah, I just want to encourage you to do a Mother's Day a focus, because Avon does have a list of products for Mother's Day. And
Which
so
other
you can just
which other day would you be able to do the meeting? The following one? The following one?
Medium.
I'm not available on the 19th.
Okay, the following day is the holiday, Monday, the
Oh, Memorial.
Memorial Day.
Oh. All right. I'll see what I can do. I'll see if I can
Okay.
fix that. I have another meeting on that day, but I'll see. I'll see if I can come in. Um. Yeah. Okay.
You want us to try it, ladies? Would it be available for? Well, but you have stuff on a Tuesday, right?
Who, me? Yeah,
Yeah,
I have Bible study on Tuesdays at
yeah,
8. Yeah.
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 All right, so let's talk.
No, with
You
Bible study is only no. We could still do it because we start at 7:30. Bible study is usually like half an hour. So
Wow.
yeah.
What Bible
That's
study you go
short.
to?
No,
That's
we
right.
Hey, don't
That's
judge her.
short.
Don't judge her.
I'm
Don't
not.
half
I
an
like
judge
it.
hour.
her.
I like it. I like it
I
because
Yeah.
love
some of them
it.
want you in
I
there
love
for
Half
it.
2
an
hours.
hour.
I
That's
love
Yeah,
it.
good.
we don't need 2 hours to
I
No,
love
discuss
it.
you
the
don't.
Bible.
No, you don't.
Just
Crazy.
Yep.
some people just do.
No,
Don't judge
because they
her.
just
I'm
talk,
not
talk, talk.
judging her. I need to do her Bible study.
No,
I
I
like her
agree
half
with
an
you,
hour.
Because we all plan before we go to the Bible study, so we know exactly what we're gonna say.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay.
But
So,
we
but
could do it on
we'll
a
talk.
two. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll talk.
We'll talk. We'll
Yeah, I
talk.
don't want to. I don't want to uproot the Mondays. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll talk. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Um, so please make an effort. Look on the products that Avon has for Mother's Day and do a post. Some of us started out the year good with
Mm-hmm.
posts. I'm not calling any names, and we have not been keeping up with the posts.
I guess you talking about yourself, right?
Yes, of course. Talking about myself.
Mm.
So let's commit to doing a Mother's Day thing. And then I want to do a challenge for us. We really need
Mm-hmm.
to be, because sometimes we need that push to be some of us are good, some of us need that push. And also it is not so much that we need the push as because we're not doing anything. It's because it helps us to reach out to customers.
Mhm.
So then you can say, hey, I am being challenged and I need your help. So you're not saying you're not, it's almost as if you're not doing it on your behalf. You're doing it because somebody else is pushing you to do it. So for example, the eyeliners are $2.99 this campaign.
Are
So,
they?
yeah, how about challenging ourselves to, yes, to sell 50? It's a challenge. So you've got to reach for the sky and you'll fall on a treetop or something. If you're heading for 10, then that's like nothing because it's only $2.99. So if you're saying that, I am challenged to sell 50 eyeliners, then you can definitely be texting your friends and family and so on, and to say that. And then maybe a shower gel for 4.99, to say, sell 20 of them,
Mm-hmm.
and then we do a flyer. I mean, I'll do the flyer, and you just send it out to customers and friends and family to say this is what is going on, and I would appreciate your support. Is that something that you'd be
My
willing to
eyeliner lady is
participate
going
in?
to be upset
Okay.
with me.
I'll post it.
I'm sorry, Tamara, I
So
didn't
I
hear what
said
you
my
said.
eyeliner lady is going to be very upset with me, but I'm gonna still send it to her because
Why is she gonna be upset?
she just bought her collection of eyeliners.
Oh wow.
And I told her
What's the next pop
I
up?
went and looked to see, but of course we can't see the campaigns that's coming before all the time. So
Right,
I'm like,
right.
okay, I'm like, I said I went to the next campaign to see what it is, but it's still the same price. So she's like, all right, just give me my 6. So she's gonna be very upset. She likes the beyond, what do you call it? Always on point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
then the regular one. So she
Yeah.
buys, like 6 of this and then 6 of that. So
Okay.
I'm gonna send her. I'm gonna send it to her. I'm like, listen, you can stock up. Stock up
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. So let me ask each of you. You can just give me a thumbs up, Miss Williams, Miss Barbara. Are you in? Okay. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. I see you, Jeannie. I see you, Tamara.
Yeah.
Miss Cheryl, you'll have to speak. We lost Cheryl. Um, Miss Brown, you're not in? Okay.
Sell no, I don't sell the customer that I normally sell the makeup to. She's no longer here. She's the only one that buys the makeup.
You never know, sweetie. It's not just the
Excuse
makeup.
me.
We're doing
Do me?
we're doing two items, the eyeliners and the shower
Yeah.
gels. Two items. So if you
Mm-hmm.
don't do eyeliners, you can also do the shower gel. Okay? All right. So you're still saying no, Miss Brown? Okay. No problem. All right. Any other questions or comments? So for now, our next
You
meeting
said
is going
20?
to,
She didn't say any numbers.
Just
Yes,
tell
she
her
did.
to
She
yes,
said
I
confess.
50
did.
the
Yes,
first
I did.
time.
I
Yes,
said
she did.
for the
She said
For the
50 for
eyeliner,
the
shower gel.
eyeliner.
for the
She said
eyeliner,
50 for the eyeliner, right?
Oh, you said, okay. I thought it was the eyeliner that was 20. What is 20? The
No,
shower gel?
no.
your shower gel.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the shower gel thing. I just heard the
You
Mm-hmm.
see, the thing is, it is when you say to a family and friends that I am challenged to sell 20, all you need is for them to buy one or two. You don't need them to buy the 20,
Mhm.
but it's a challenge. All right. I know you, Miss Brown, you gonna try your best, so you can say
I quit.
you can't
Well, I'm
quit.
trying to pick a concealer while y'all debating.
Okay, good. Cheryl, wake up.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
huh?
did you hear the challenge?
I'm here. No.
So
Yes.
we're challenging ourselves. The eyeliners are for
Mm.
$2.99 now. And
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
want to challenge ourselves to sell 50 each, and the and some shower gel for 4.99. So
Okay.
20. So it's a challenge. I'll do the
Mm.
flyer and
Okay.
send it
So.
to each
Oh.
of
Okay.
you
Medium.
Okay. You said you're gonna
to
send us a
use.
flyer. Okay. Two
Yeah.
ninety nine for eyeliners. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
glimmer
plus
sticks.
tax. Hmm.
That's what I'm going to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. So if there
Okie doke.
be nothing else, let's just stop the recording. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching, and
Hey, what's my number?
wish you all the best in your Avon business.